Coronation Street's Lisa Swain will witness a dramatic robbery next week, but her mysterious reaction causes concern. Resident Detective Lisa is on a run with Carla Connor when they see a masked robber darting out of the corner shop. The robber is followed outside by a panicked Audie Allahan, who shouts for someone to help him. Carla expects her girlfriend to jump into action as usual, but Lisa freezes up in the moment, letting the criminal get away. Later, surprised Carla quizzes Lisa about her reaction. She questions why Lisa didn't give chase to the robber, despite witnessing the crime. Unwilling to explain herself, Lisa clams up, but this only worries Carla more as she fears there's something the cop isn't telling her. This really isn't like Lisa. She's usually tenacious when it comes to her job and takes it very seriously, our Corey source points out. We've seen in the past that Lisa will stop at nothing to keep any Weatherfield rogues in line, so it's baffling to Carla when she lets a robber run off while barely reacting. Is this a cause for concern over Lisa's well-being? Meanwhile, a shaken-up Audie recounts the scary event to Asha. He tells his twin that he was threatened with a wrench while being forced to empty out the safe. Asha assures him that the robbery isn't his fault, but how will their dad Dev react when he returns from India later that day? Coronation Street is set to deliver another high-stakes whodunit next week, as Curly Street's resident detective, Lisa Swain, finds herself at the center of a baffling mystery, one that threatens not only her reputation as a fearless crime fighter, but also the stability of her burgeoning romance with Carla Connor. In scenes airing from Monday, a routine patrol in Weatherfield takes a dramatic turn when a masked robber bursts out of the cabin corner shop, only to escape in the most un-Lisa-like fashion, with the former police surgeon inexplicably frozen in place. As Carla watches, incredulous, the criminal disappears into the night clutching stolen cash, leaving both partner and viewers reeling. Yet it isn't the theft itself that has tongues wagging across the cobbles. Rather, it's Lisa's mysterious reaction, or lack thereof, that has fans and Corey insiders alike speculating wildly. Could this uncharacteristic freeze frame be the result of hidden trauma, a deeper undercover operation gone awry? Or is Lisa herself concealing a secret so personal that it threatens to derail her career and her relationship with Carla? Below, we delve into every tantalizing detail of the impending robbery plot. Examine Lisa Swain's remarkable journey on Coronation Street to date, explore the implications for her partnership with Carla, and consider the ripple effects for Weatherfield's best-loved families. On Monday's episode, Lisa Swain and Carla Connor jump into Carla's sleek BMW for what they expect to be a quick loop around the neighborhood before grabbing a coffee at Underworld's staff kitchen. It's a rare moment of leisure for Carla, fresh off navigating fraught negotiations with business partner Nick Tilsley, and for Lisa, who has been juggling the demands of her detective role on top of nightlife security shifts at local hotspots. With the evening sun dipping behind the tourist houses, the streets are alive with shoppers and the comforting hum of everyday life. As they approach the cabin, Coronation Street's venerable Nugent and Gossip hub, they spot something amiss. Carla, alert to every nuance, nudges Lisa. "What's he doing?" she whispers, nodding at a shadowy figure at the shop's doorway. In an instant, the man, sporting a black hood, dark glasses, and gloves, dashes past the till. A shriek from inside, followed by hurried beeps of the cash register, signals that the robber has struck. Without hesitation, Audie Allahan, the ever-eager teenager on his first solo delivery run, bolts from the shop in hot pursuit, his flailing arms and panicked shouts underscoring the danger. But instead of diving out after the suspect, Lisa sits frozen, mouth agape, eyes wide. Carla slams the brakes and leaps out, berating Lisa. "What are you doing? Go get him?" Yet the robber vanishes around the corner, leaving Carla and Audie stranded, breathless and bewildered. For viewers new and old, Lisa Swain's journey on Coronation Street has been nothing short of riveting. Introduced in late 2023 as a stern, no-nonsense sergeant from the Greater Manchester Police, Lisa burst onto the cobbles when she was transferred into Weatherfield's local precinct. Early on, Her bureaucratic approach clashed with the freewheeling attitudes of street regulars, particularly Daniel Osborne, who chafed at her insistence on ticketing his cafe patrons for expired parking meters. Yet over time, as Lisa thwarted a string of local muggings and drug-peddling rings, her steely exterior softened. She formed unlikely bonds with residents, mentoring troubled teens at the community center and offering frank, but fair, advice to first-time offenders. Her relationship with Carla Connor began as initial friction, after Lisa cited Carla's business van for blocking a fire exit at a building site, but soon evolved into mutual respect. By spring 2024, the pair were inseparable, sharing coffee, case files, and life stories over late-night shift handovers. When budget cuts forced Lisa to leave the police force, she refused to abandon Weatherfield. Instead, she reinvented herself as a private detective, working pro bono on community cases while taking on occasional paid gigs, security detail at Underworld's monthly fashion shows, investigations for Weatherfield Gazette, and freelance child protection work. Her new status gave her greater autonomy, but also left her without the procedural backup she once relied on, making her uncanny collapse during the cabin robbery all the more mystifying. What could cause a seasoned investigator like Lisa Swain to hesitate when a criminal sprinted past her windshield? 3 prevailing theories have emerged among fans and insiders. Some viewers point to the possibility of an undiagnosed health issue, a brief cardiac arrhythmia, a panic attack, or even the first signs of vertigo that caused Lisa to momentarily lose her bearings. After all, in a recent episode, she mentioned uncharacteristic bouts of dizziness during late-night stakeouts. Others speculate that the cabin manhunt was merely a ruse, a staged scenario orchestrated by Lisa herself as part of a deeper undercover sting targeting a larger criminal network. If so, her inaction might have been essential to maintain her cover, explaining Carla's delayed realization and subsequent fury. The most emotionally wrenching theory involves Lisa's personal history. In flashback teasers, scripts hint at a traumatic event during her early days on the force, perhaps witnessing a colleague's violent end or botching a critical arrest. That latent trauma could resurface in high-pressure moments, freezing Lisa in fear rather than compelling her into action. Cordy executive producer Ian McLeod has remained tight-lipped, stating only that Lisa's journey has many layers, and next week's scenes will peel back one of her most guarded secrets. Indeed, the fallout from this single moment promises to drive weeks of riveting drama. For Carla Connor, witnessing Lisa's hesitation is more than a professional embarrassment. It's a personal blow. The pair have weathered storms together, from Carla's messy divorce from Peter Barlow to Lisa's awkward integration into Underworld's fashion galas. Their romance, blossoming discreetly at first, has become the talk of Weatherfield's cafes and salons. Carla, ever the pragmatist, has stood by Lisa through cases that tested their ethics and nerves, her penthouse lounge and plush seating area at Underworld doubling as setting for whispered strategy sessions have become as much a part of their bond as late-night takeaways and stolen kisses in the factory supply room. Yet Carla's faith in Lisa's reliability, and in her courage, shook to its core when the cabin heist unfolded. In subsequent scenes, Carla cornered Lisa back at No. 9, pacing the living room in lacy blazer and stiletto heels, demanding answers. "You're a detective," Carla snapped, voice quavering with hurt more than anger. "You taught me to never let fear control you. So why did you just stop?" Lisa, eyes downcast, can only mutter, "I'm sorry," before erecting a wall of silence. Carla's crestfallen expression, parameters of fury and concern colliding, will undoubtedly become one of the season's most memorable tableaux. Meanwhile, young Adi Alahan, on his inaugural solo delivery, found himself thrust into danger. Patrons were startled when Adi erupted from the cabin, reaching for the masked figure who brandished the heavy wrench at the safe. The teenager's heart-pounding chase ended with the suspect's escape, but his subsequent retelling to twin sister Asha is rife with emotional fallout.